Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm gonna give you my curly hair routine. Now at the very moment, it's not fully dry, but I'll give y'all a look at when it is. But at the moment it's kind of like midway, where it's not drenching wet, but it's still pretty damp. So I'm gonna give you my personal curly hair routine. Just want to go ahead and add, none of the products in this video are sponsored. And to just give you a background, I would define my hair as, I don't know the technical type, if I'm honest. We can look at it together, but it's like not tight curls, and it's definitely not wavy. It's like loose curls, I guess you could say. Loose. And I have thin hair. I have thin hair, not thick at all, but with the curls and the haircut that I got, I think, especially recently, I think it just looks like it has a lot of volume and makes it look thick, but it's not. I just wanted to show you my routine. Let's go. All right guys, so I just showered and I literally didn't do anything. I did my skincare and that's really it. And the only reason I mentioned that is because, I don't know, I have this thing to where I'd rather do my face, like put the products on my face first, and my hair can handle skincare products versus my face handling hair care products. Does that make sense? Yeah. In my mind, it makes sense. But anyway, so first thing we're gonna do, if you care for a middle part, my hair kind of naturally has developed a middle part, so that's kind of naturally done for me. But if you wanted to find it a little more, you can. We can do that. Genuinely, I'm just kind of going off the camera, so bear with me. All right, sweet, we did it. All right, so middle part. Now with any brush that you use, let's brush the hair. All right, just brush it all the way through. And if I'm honest, as I mentioned, I have thin hair. So if you feel like it's drying out in any sort of spot, I literally have this facial mist. Now, hear me out. It's not a facial mist. It's just water. I'm just reusing the bottle because I love this bottle. So I just figured I can reuse it. And that's what I did. So you don't have to go and buy a whole spray bottle unless you kind of just don't like the ones that you have. If you don't have any, then obviously do that. You can totally get it wet in the sink too. It really does not matter. Just as long as your hair is nice and wet. And before I hear it, because I just know I will, how it's more damaging to brush your hair while it's wet. I'll tell you what, although that may be true, there's just kind of no other way to do this other than, I mean, for me specifically, personally, I've tried it to just have it brushed out, wet it, and then put in the cream, but it just doesn't work out that way. So I would just stick to this method. It's just truly the best way. And if I'm honest, if there was any damage, it was pretty minor, if I'm honest. So for as long as I've been doing this, I can say with confidence, your hair will be okay. Now, what I do first is I go in with my favorite leave-in conditioner. It's from Pattern. I had definitely got the jumbo size, but this will last you 4 months. However, they come in a travel size, and they actually just, I mean, I don't know when they came out with the medium size one, I'm sorry, I don't know the specific ounces. Like this one is 25 ounces. The medium one, I would say 16, and then the small one I know is 3. Please don't quote me, but there is 3 sizes. Obviously, if you're new to Pattern, I highly recommend getting the travel size. And if you love it, please keep it, because that travel size, it inserts perfectly onto this pump and you can just fill it up whenever, you know, to travel. And I love that. I love that. So innovative to me personally, so I love it. So we're gonna go with the Pattern. And I love how light it is. It's not super heavy on my hair, and I think it just kind of heavily depends on how much you use. Obviously, the more you use, the heavier it'll be. Use at your own discretion and your own preference. I just want to make sure that most, if not all, of my hair strands are covered with this. Literally like a pea, I don't even say, like a nickel size, little by little. I don't have a lot of hair, so I don't require a lot, but at the same time, I do sometimes use more than I might need. Every day is different, so just make sure that all of your hairs get a piece of it. Make sure you get these hairs, because these are important too. Helps with, I want to say it just helps it fluff it up. And yes, I scrunch it, but kind of like, don't do that just yet. Like if you do scrunch it, just go ahead and like straighten it out a little bit. Okay. Yes, I just love it. The second product that I use, because I only use 2 products, the more simple the better. I use let's see if you can see it, Not Your Mother's Defining Cream. The gel doesn't work for my hair. It just makes it crunchy and really stiff, and I don't like that. Creams, however, I feel like are just a little bit more hydrating. Definitely give it that soft look that I like, hydrated and soft and flowy and just healthy. And this one kind of just does the perfect job for my curls. And it's the one, Curl Talk, the purple one. Not Your Mother's, the purple one. And this one actually comes in a bigger size now, which I need to get, honestly, because this, I'm like trying to skirt it out. It's kind of hard, but this is my go-to. I still have to try other ones, but this has been my tried and true, and his does the job. It does the job well. So quarter size at first. Again, you want to start off with a little bit and then add on as needed. But this is when you can start scrunching. And again, the same method. You want to make sure you want to try to cover each strand as much as you can. And this time, yeah, you're straightening it out. However, you're gonna scrunch, 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 scrunch. And it smells really nice. Not honestly, I didn't get it for the smell. But that's a plus for sure. And look at me, like I'm just trying my best to get the product. I think for me, it's like the areas that look the driest are the back of my head and kind of like this side back, if that makes sense. Like the sides, but more towards the back. Those to me seem like they get dry, so no matter how much product or like no matter how much I like try to wet it, it just ends up kind of being drier. I'm trying to figure that out, but for the most part it still looks pretty good to my standard anyway. Scrunch, scrunch, scrunch. So especially when it comes to my bangs, like I can totally just do this and like call it a day and that'll be fine. But I think honestly the best method to get that and get it good is, I'm about to show you, let me get these sides real quick, is just going ahead and getting the product, right? And the same way that you're gonna get the back of your head and those hairs that are on the side. All right, the same way, I guess from this view it'll be fine. You're gonna get the bangs from here. And honestly, I think that's the best way that we're able to get all those strands. And just make sure that even in the front, the curls are just looking right. And it's curling away. Look at that, beautiful. This side. Okay, and then we're gonna do a little bit more. I realize in these videos I'm like breathing through my mouth or like taking deep breaths, and I'm like, why do I feel so out of breath? And just scrunch away. Now, granted, this is my go-to when it's hotter, because as I mentioned, I think I've already mentioned before, I sweat. When my hair is blowed, like when I blow dry my hair, I will sweat it out and my curls pop out. They definitely pop out. Okay, see, and I think it's just the easiest way to get my bangs. Not this way, this is kind of just to finish it off, but okay. Now this part is optional, but I think it is key. Using still the same products that I have and that I use, we potentially, and again, it kind of use as needed, but me just to lock in the cream and kind of like to control the frizz and just to keep it hydrated basically all day, I go back with a leave-in conditioner. And what I'm gonna do is just go ahead and kind of pat it a little bit. Scrunch this time, definitely pat it down. Get those ends, we definitely want those ends moisturized. And I'm like going in the tiniest, the slightest amount. You probably can't even see it there, but literally not much at all. And look, maybe this is a better depiction. Not much at all. And just to finish it off. All right. And as I've mentioned, I do not diffuse my hair. Will not, nope, not gonna do it. It just, to me, it leaves it frizzy and it just makes it look dry, and I want it hydrated. I want it to look just kind of like, wow, that's just how it naturally dries up. So I like it. All right, now obviously it looks flat, but as soon as it starts drying, it'll start growing, getting a little bit bigger, more voluminous. And yeah. That's how it looks. Side, okay. You got the back. And the front. All right, so this is my hair dried. Give you a nice little 360. My hair. Yeah, it looks good. It's a good hair day for sure. And see, it looks voluminous, but it's not. It's totally an illusion. But yes, this is it. I like simple, very simple methods. As I mentioned, it's just the leave-in conditioner and the cream. And that's all I need. Now, obviously you can tweak it, make it your way, however you want it. But this just works for me personally. And that's it. So I hope you'll have an awesome hair day like me and make it even better. If you have any suggestions, I'm totally open to them. Maybe new products to try, but these are tried and true. The leave-in conditioner is definitely my ride or die. So I don't know if I would ever change that, but I'm open. I'm open to suggestions. But yeah, that's it, guys. If you like this video, make sure to subscribe as well. And until next time, thanks, guys.